She regrets threatening divorce after he did this. Okay.
One chance, one shot, one moment ticket. One chance ticket, one cash ticket. One chance, one shot, one moment ticket. Undone, yeah.
Let's get to it, YouTube. Let's see what they talking about.
Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when being strong and independent goes wrong. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Okay. Got a flat. Move your knees. How to change your tire 101 by a woman.
What the fuck is she doing?
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that.
Woo! We don't need no man.
No, this isn't real.
Ice cream gone wrong.
This isn't real.
Stop! I'm going. How much more does she have? We got this. You don't need a man. You just need insurance.
How to Change a Tire Modern Women's Edition.
But no, this has got to be a joke.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but
Nobody.
you can't find a man because you're too busy acting like one.
Oh shit! I take it
Put
back.
down.
A lot of people need to hear that. Let's run it back. Run it back. I was talking shit.
I'll now be sending to all my enemies.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can't find a man because you're too busy acting like one. Put down the hard hat and the sledgehammer. Relax.
Funny enough, they don't even have the sledgehammer or the hard hat. They just like to act like niggas. They don't like to do what niggas gotta do. They just like to act like niggas.
She just hit the nail on the head. Too many modern women try to act like men, and then wonder why they're alone.
When washing the trucks goes terribly wrong.
This is the thing I be saying though. Like, if I'm in the military, I will never trust a woman to have my back. I just promise you that. I'm not saying that women can't be competent in the military. That's completely wrong. I'm saying I will never trust a woman to have my back more than I will trust a dude to have my back in the military. Never, bro. If I'm in some unit and they're like, hey, Walt, we gonna have you and Jamie get together. I'm like, Jamie?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
The fuck you mean, Jamie? No, bitch, put me with Todd. I don't want to be with Jamie. Yo, Jamie can't even use a hose properly. Put me with another nigga. I do not want to die out here. That's it. Especially if we're talking about military.
She really
work,
said,
bro.
I got this, and then lost a fight to literal tap water. Wow.
I mean, the pressure was pretty hard, though. I can't lie. Are you fucking kidding? Dog, that nigga took that shit. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I have walked by so many different construction sites, and I see women at those sites all the time. But you know something I always notice? Never have I walked by a construction site and have I seen a woman do the same level of work as the men at the construction site. Never.
Not even close.
They always are like supervisors or something. But what are you supervising? These niggas actually doing the work that you can't?
That cement is going everywhere, except where it's supposed to.
Really?
Well, now, if that was a demonstration on how not to be classy, I would say they absolutely nailed it. But that's not the best, or I should say, worst part of it. Let's take a look at the most liked comment on that video.
Ladies, please stop birthing your oppressors.
Oh, say less.
I actually get upset. Is that toxic? Future misogynistic menace to society. You know, I like this lady a lot because I've seen her videos and she's a very smart woman and she has common sense. But
You niggas is just retarded.
the worst ideology men have created is that the victor gets to create history. If you're strong enough to take what you want, you get to dictate how people speak about that entire situation, right? Yet women, all they ever do is they lie and then they push negative, evil ideology out. Like, look, stop birthing your future oppressors. You need both men and women to birth a child. So it's like, oh, so stop birthing 50% of humanity? Are you fucking stupid?
You niggas is just retarded.
That's right. Over 27,000 likes where it says, "Stop birthing your oppressors." Now, I've said this before, but I have yet to actually hear from any woman in the Western world, which is obviously where this video was taken, how exactly they are oppressed. And that honestly also says a lot about the women that think that they're giving birth to their oppressors, because they're taking part in raising some of these men, so one should think.
Right? And that's the funny thing too, because the stats actually say that the worst men in the world are raised by single mothers.
That's tough.
Stop birthing your oppressors. No, stop raising your oppressors. The reason why boys turn out to be fucking psychotic and crazy, same thing with women, is because single women are out here raising degenerate boys that don't know how to control their emotions.
This motherfucker don't miss.
And then at the end of the day, they're here like, look at all these bad men. You're the reasons why there are bad men out there. The stats clearly show fathers raise niggas that are helpful to society, men that understand their part in the world. Women raise degenerates that want destruction and that don't understand their own hearts and minds. That's a fact.
Women.
That's not my will. That's not what I want to be a truth. That is statistically proven for decades now. And yet women still want to say shit like this.
So, if they think they're oppressed, when are they actually going to take some accountability of how they raise their oppressors? Or is that something that they're not going to want to address because that would mean some personal accountability?
Wait, a baby boy is an oppressor now? Sheesh. Women with this mentality need a hug and therapy.
They're evil. Like this mentality is evil, y'all. This is evil. This is literally what evil looks like.
You vile fiend.
People don't understand. Like when I turn on my phone, every single day, it's so easy and quick for me to see women being evil. Bro, I would hit her with a flying kick, bro. At that point, I'm sick and tired of you, bitch.
What the fuck?
I'm hitting you with a fucking flying kick, bro. This is ridiculous. Ain't nobody standing here trying to play patty cake with your dumb ass. I am hitting her with a flying kick, nigga. Bruce Lee coming out of left field. Stop fucking playing with me.
Really? She's fighting them like she's afraid of ruining their hair or something.
So apparently, the Swiss women's national football team thought, hey, let's warm up for the Euros by playing a bunch of teenage boys. And not even full-grown ones, under 15, as in some of them probably had algebra homework after the match.
I remember this.
Now, to be fair, the Swiss team had 28 players rotating in, but still, this was supposed to be a light prep match. Instead, it turned into Call of Duty, Youth Edition, because these kids ran up the score like they had a glitch. Final score 7-1, and not in favor of the professionals. I don't even think the boys celebrated. They just shrugged, got in their parents' minivans, and went home to play Fortnite. And before anyone gets offended, this isn't about gender. It's just when one side is doing FIFA skill moves in real life and the other side looks like they're buffering, yeah, we need to talk about that.
And yo, I'm just gonna be honest. It is about gender, bro. I'm gonna be one of the few people that's gonna be honest. It's about gender. I hate that women don't understand. You're just not physically as capable as men are. So any sport that you do is just going to look far less attractive to the eyes. The only time that doesn't count is when we're talking about sports that emphasize a woman's sexuality. For example, like volleyball. I would rather watch women play volleyball. It depends.
I mean, there's just more questions you have to ask me.
I would rather watch women play volleyball at the beach than watch men play volleyball at the beach. But if I was watching competitive volleyball, I would rather watch men play volleyball than women play volleyball. You see what I'm talking about?
And the Swiss team's response? Oh, the result didn't matter. We were just testing our formations. right.
Called it a light session? Yeah, light for the teenage boys who humble the senior national team. Just embarrassing.
Just demand equal opportunity, but not the same responsibility. Right! Men are literally trash. But women are also equal to men. Yes, exactly! Women are all victims of the patriarchy, so we should give women all the power. I've been saying this! Women are so oppressed. Women are so powerful. Exactly! Is powerful and important. It's casual and women relate to it in the same way that men do. It's so obvious. Feminism is about equality, except when men actually want equality, right?
At the end of the day, modern feminism is just a collection of double standards pretending to be empowerment.
Alright, the thing that kind of pisses me off about, because clearly I like how she did it, but the thing that irritates me is that most women can only do this because most women are idiotic when it comes to the knowledge of history.
I'm listening.
Because if they learn history, then all of their points would be null void. Like, they would be pointless shit. For example, all women cannot have been oppressed. Why? Because let's just take America, for example, right? Is there any point when all women in America were oppressed at the same level, equally? No, there is not. Do we know a certain group of women that were not oppressed anywhere close to the level of the other women in America? Yes. What's this group of women? Caucasian women. Caucasian women have not been oppressed. I don't care what none of them want to say. They have not been oppressed. The thing that Caucasian women went through is they were building a society full of oppression. They've been just as evil, right? Like, we always hear from women, oh, in America, white men have been here just taking advantage of women and R-wording them. Women did the same shit. Women did the exact same shit. And the worst thing about it is, this is the worst thing, right? She would force some slave to sleep with her knowing damn well that this nigga can't say nothing, right? She'll get pregnant. The baby will come out looking like mocha latte choco-haco.
Oh, really?
The man, the husband, is like, what the fuck is this? Bitch, I don't have no melanin. Who did this?
Hold up. Let him.
And she's clearly going to be like, oh, it's that nigga. That slave. He took advantage of me. No, he didn't.
No shit, Sherlock.
You took advantage of him, and now you're gonna blame it on him, and this slave is gonna be killed because you wanted to do some fuck shit. And that is the history of America. White women are not victims. Now, when you go down the list, you start to realize the one thing that you always hear white women talk about is, we just got the right to vote. Because that's the only thing they fucking understand about history.
That's true.
That's the only thing white women understand about history. It's like, well, we didn't have this one thing all this time, but they don't realize that voting had nothing to do with individualism. It had to do with ownership of property.
Right, yeah, of course.
And during that point in time, the men were the ones that had the majority of ownership of property. And even in today's society, there's a stat that says that more women own property than men. But if you look deeper at that stat, it says that the property these women own used to be the property of the men that they took it from. Y'all clearly don't know history, because if you knew anything about history, it had nothing to do with sexes, it had nothing to do with genders, it had everything to do with class. You could have had a Roman ruler like Caesar, who's gonna go and get with a fucking Egyptian queen like Cleopatra, because it doesn't matter if she comes from a melanated native camp of people. She was bad. She was attractive. This nigga didn't, you understand? There wasn't an oppression there where it's like, oh, Caesar is gonna go and oppress this woman because she came from Egypt. That didn't happen. She had power. She was of a high class. She was a queen. And thus, you're going to treat a queen how you need to treat a queen. It doesn't matter if she looks different from you. It doesn't matter if she has darker skin than you. If she has power, you are going to treat her as somebody with power. That is history.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
That's history. It's about class. It's not about sex. It's funny to me to know that one of the longest reigning sovereign rulers that we had died only a few years ago, and it was a woman by the name of Queen Elizabeth that was literally the face of one of the biggest countries in the world. And people tend to be like, oh, well, yeah, women are oppressed because they're never allowed to get to this level that men have gotten to. It's like, yeah, even if she was a figurehead, at the end of the day, the one thing we know is There's never been an oppression in the world that has stopped women from gaining the same level of power as men. Never. There's never been that. The only difference is the world has understood that men are just more competent than women. Men are pushed to do better work than women because women don't have much accountability. And thus, that's why they give men the roles that need you to be accountable. Because if women just don't know how to be accountable, why the fuck would you give them very important roles that needs them to be accountable for?
That's not an opinion, it's a fact.
Who taught you how to drive?
That might be the fastest I've ever seen karma work.
Who taught you how to drive and you literally just went straight into this truck? Like,
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
You at least agree with this. Most men are stronger than most women.
I don't know the statistics. No.
There's not a
Life experience.
Holy Search Google for average grip strength of men versus women. 90% of females produced less force than 95% of males.
So 95% of males were stronger than 90% of females.
Like, goddamn, how does 95? Oh my god.
This is grip strength. This is not fighting strength.
Oh my god, this girl is stupid, my nigga.
You niggas is just retarded.
You had to choose blind. A super tough, awesome ass-kicking chick who knows ninjutsu, or a UFC fighter dude. Who would you roll for? Who would you hope came out the other end?
She's not gonna.
But if you had to choose one or the other blind, right? You're rolling the dice. You can only choose one. Do you want a man to come out or do you want a woman to come out? You don't know what the variables of them are going to be. You only know this one task, which is that they're going to defend your life. Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick?
She's full of shit. Women like this, I really hate. I'm just going to be 1,000. Women like this, I really hate because they're the ones that make the conversation so hard to have. Because instead of just being honest, they're going to try to slither into so many stupid corners. And, well, whoever is stronger. The majority of men are going to be stronger, bro.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
Just stop it. You can go and get fucking Ronda Rousey, bro. I promise you, there's a good chunk of niggas out there that will sleep the fuck out of her, and these niggas never got into a motherfucking octagon in their life.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
I don't got time for that. Too many women involved. What the fuck is going on here? Excuse me? What are you doing? At this point in time, just take all their licenses away. What is this?
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video, but even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.
I always been a fucking prize, was my Pulitzer. I'm chilling with my future self. He's seeing universes. The outline of my ops is what my bullets swell. I'm finally feeling like the GOAT. Coat made from my shares. Yeah, I heard my ex-main want me back, but I don't care. And she gon' ask me why, I tell her that she's well aware. She'll probably blame the shit the more on me, but I guess that's fair. Cause she be close to sky and I'm just trying to be close.